This is Santa's Workshop, happiest place in the world, full of toys, laughter, and everything good. And best of all, Santa Claus is inside, and he's waiting just for us, so let's hurry.
And I think we should read 2 letters at least, Cake Man, don't you? All right, I think we'll do that right now. If you'll please pay attention, because you haven't been doing too well today, Cake Man. In fact, all year long, you haven't been doing too well, if I may say that. All right, now, here is one letter, and it says, Dear Santa and Cake Man. That's a good beginning, isn't it? I have been very good all year long, even though my mother does not think so. Well, we might have to think about that, Cake Man.
Okay, we'll see.
I hope you do, it says in the letter.
Santa.
Huh?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking?
I'm thinking.
All right, you think a while. Please bring me a bake oven, an iron, a new doll, and something nice for all other children. Isn't that a good thought,
nice,
Cake
Santa.
Man?
That's nice.
P.S. I'll leave you some cookies and milk. And that one is signed by Pam. And here's one that says, Dear Cake Man and Santa. Or does it say, Dear Santa and Cake Man? No, it says, Dear Cake Man and Santa. Why didn't you come down my chimney last year? Oh, let's see, who is this from, Cake Man? This is from Mike. Well, remember why we didn't go down Mike's chimney?
Oh, yes, Santa.
You remember that? Huh?
It was a little warm.
Yes, it was a little warm. And it goes on to say, I had a nice warm fire built for you to keep warm.
Oh, yes,
And that's the reason we didn't.
We
It
kept
has
warm.
been hard to be good, but I have tried. If you can, I would like to have a cowboy set and a football for Christmas and say hi to Mrs. Santa. Hi, Mrs. Santa. She's in
Hello,
the other
Mrs.
room. And don't forget, boys and girls, get your letters written just as quickly as you can and get them in to Santa and Cake Man here at the North Pole Workshop so we can get an answer back to you very quickly, because Christmas is very, very close. Isn't it, Cake Man?
Yes, Santa. Gonna have to hurry.
We're going to tell them in just a minute how close Christmas is, and I'll tell you, just in case you've never seen Cake Man before, if perchance this is your very first time ever to see Cake Man, I'll show you what Cake Man does.
Where's Cake Man?
I don't know, where is he, Cake? Oh, you're Cake Man. You're right there. All right. Oh, first, Cake Man, I do want to show the boys and girls something, and you too. This is something I found in the back of the workshop, in the toy room. 2 toys that have been there for a long, long time, Cake Man. That's a little crash car. You see, it's made all of metal. My little helpers used to make a lot of the toys out of metal wheels. That's an old one. That's been there about 45 years, Cake Man, back in the back room. And here's a little mailbox, a little metal one. That's been there just about as long. And I thought the boys and girls might like to see the kind of toys I used to take to their grandmas and grandpas. Now, Cake Man, are you ready?
I'm ready, Santa.
We're going to tell the boys and girls, and as I said, if perchance there are some who have never seen you before. Do you suppose there are?
Oh, I imagine, Santa.
Well, this is what Cake Man does each and every day. He bakes one huge cake just before you boys and girls come to visit us, and then each day he removes one layer from the cake. That tells you how many days there are until Christmas. And we're down to this one. Come on, Cake Man, come. Oh, come back up here, will you? All right, now, will you please tell the boys and girls how many days until Christmas and remove the layer of cake and take it into the other room where the helpers are working hard so they can have some refreshment. And don't drop that cake, Cake Man. He took away. Cake Man, come here, come back. Cake Man, I have always trusted you. Let me see. I see something of the wrong color around your mouth, Cake Man. I see you have a little icing just above your lips, Cake Man. Well, maybe some of the helpers will get some of the cake. But that, of course, means when you took away number 2, there is just 1 day left until Christmas. Only 1 day, boys and girls.
It's getting close, Santa.
That means we have a lot of work cut out for us for the next 24 hours, doesn't it, Cake Man? All right, hurry. Boys and girls, we're going to be back in just 1 little minute, all right? All right, Cake Man. Just as I promised, I'm going today to sing about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. If all my little helpers in the band will all get ready and be tuned up, then we'll go, all right? Here we go, Cake Man. You can go along with me.
Here, down, down we go, soft and easy in the snow. I'm glad we have Rudolph's nose to guide us, because Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer has a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall my most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. On Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, up Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, and Rudolph, it's off to the rooftops we go!
Ooh, I like that, Santa.
Oh, thank you, Cake Man, thank you. Now then, just as I promised you, boys and girls, and just as you know we always do, sometime during the Christmas season, Santa's going to read to you the real true Christmas story from the Holy Bible. And I also realize, just as I've reminded you many times, not all boys and girls, mothers and fathers, want them to learn this same Christmas story. However, many do. And it's for those that we read this story. And maybe the others of you who are not of the Christian faith, maybe you would better understand why those of the Christian faith observe Christmas and the birthday of the baby Jesus if you did hear the story and see it. After all, I think you should know whose birthday a lot of the people in the world are celebrating. And remember this, boys and girls, that Santa does not really enter into the real true Christmas story except as the spirit of giving. And I hope you understand that it's more blessed to give than to receive. All right, I'm going to go back and sit down now, and then we're going to read you the Christmas story directly from the Holy Bible. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. And it came to pass, as the angels were gone away from them into heaven, the shepherds said one to another, Let us now go even unto Bethlehem, and see this thing which is come to pass, which the Lord hath made known unto us. And they came with haste, and found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in a manger. And when they had seen it, they made known abroad the saying which was told them concerning this child. And all they that heard it wondered at these things which were told them by the shepherds. But Mary kept all these things, and pondered them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had heard and seen, as it was told unto them. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem, and said, Go and search diligently for the young child, and when ye have found him, bring him, or rather bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also. When they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. When they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. There it is, Cake Man.
Oh, this is nice, Santa.
Right there in black and white, isn't it? Right there. I hope you boys and girls enjoyed the reading of the Christmas story, the real, true Christmas story from the Holy Bible. And that's the reason, boys and girls, that so many people around the world observe or celebrate Christmas as the birthday anniversary of the baby Jesus, just like those of you. Every one of you has a birthday at one time or another, don't you? I hope you enjoyed it today, and I hope that it means something to you. Now, Cake Man, I think what you'd better do is think of a word for us.
Oh, let's see. Merry Christmas. Ooh,
Merry,
let's
that's
see,
two words, but that's all right.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Oh, goodness, let's see.
All right, Cake Man, just as I promised the boys and girls a moment ago, I am going to sing once again, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I love this song, Cake Man, because it's about me. I'll get my pencil here and get my list all ready to check. All right, here we go, boys and girls. All right, helper band, strike up the band.
There's Mary and Janet and Johnny and Sue and Billy and Bobby and Georgie and you. I hope you've all been good boys and girls, and you'd better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. I'm making a list and checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. I see you when you're sleeping, I know when you're awake. I know if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. With little tin horns and little toy drums, Rudy toot toots and rummy tum tums, Santa Claus is coming to town. And curly-head dolls that toddle and coo, elephants, boats, and kiddie cars too, Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids in girl and boyland will have a jubilee. They're gonna build a toyland town all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. I see you when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake. I know if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas!
All right. Boys and girls, Santa's Workshop presents Santa reading The Night Before Christmas, starring Cake Man. Ta-da! Oh, no. Oh, no, Cake Man. No. One more time.
One more time.
When you come up, you look out
Okay.
this... Santa's Workshop presents Santa reading The Night Before Christmas, starring Cake Man.
Oh, goodness. I hit my little nose.
You did, didn't
My
you,
little
Cake
nose.
Man? All right, The Night Before Christmas, and here it is. I'm going to read it to you, just as Clement C. Moore wrote it, Cake Man.
Alrighty.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring,
Ooh, stir, stir.
not even a mouse.
Mouse, squeak, squeak.
We need to oil those wheels, I
Oh,
think,
yes, we do,
Cake Man.
Santa.
All right.
Hi, Ski.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with
stockings.
care.
Where's the
Here's
stocking?
a stocking up here,
Where's
Cake.
the
Over
stocking?
here, over
Oh,
there.
here it is,
It's hung by the chimney with
here
care.
it is.
Oh,
Right
easy,
there.
easy. It might fall down. It isn't hung up there very well. In hopes that St. Nicholas soon... Cake Man.
Oh, hold still, Santa. Oh, goodness. Oh, where's it? Hold still, stocking. Oh, there it is. I got it.
In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
St. Nicholas,
All right,
where's
just a
St.
minute while I
Nicholas?
turn the
Oh,
page,
St.
Cake Man.
Nicholas.
Hold on just a minute.
You're not
The
St.
children were
Nicholas.
nestled all snug in their beds. Here's your child over here, right here, Cake Man. All right, it's all...
And good night. Doody-doo.
While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
Dance.
Danced in their heads, Cake Man. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
Did you say something, Santa?
Not a word.
Oh, goodness. Oh, what's that?
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter,
Oh, glitter, 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 glitter.
Cake Man.
Yes.
I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter.
Boing, 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 boing. I'm springing.
You sound like an airplane. Boing, boing, boing. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash.
Woo.
Not too far.
Where'd it
Easy
go?
now, easy. You're going to knock the frog off here.
I think I threw the sash away.
Well, we'll get it later.
Okay.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and
Which
8
sleigh?
tiny reindeer.
Here's the reindeer.
With a little old right...
Reindeer.
No, they're here, the
Here's the
reindeer
reindeer.
here.
Oh, here's the
There's
reindeer.
the reindeer
Oh,
right
here's
there.
reindeer.
Oh, he fell
Oh,
off. Here's
reindeer.
Rudolph over here.
Here's
Cake Man.
Rudolph.
Oh, he isn't in the story. All right.
Rudolph's not in the story. Goodbye, Rudolph.
But with the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick.
Nick,
And we
Saint
have to
Nick.
hurry, Cake
Saint
Man.
Nick.
More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now, what's his name? And Vixen. No, Prancer, Cake Man. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away, all. Sounds like a soap commercial, Cake Man, for Mrs. Santa. Hold it, Cake Man, right there. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. Cake Man, I hear the reindeer. Oh, no, forget it. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. Cake Man, I think that was a little too loud of a bound. Now, listen, Cake Man, it's talking about me.
You seen it.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. You be me, Cake Man. There's the pack right there. All right. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. Just as white as the snow. What?
I don't have a beard.
I do, Cake Man. That's all right. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. Here's a wreath over here, Cake Man. Here's the wreath, remember? Here's the wreath. It encircled his head like a wreath. There you are, Cake Man. All right. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. Cake Man, no. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. And away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Cake Man, we have nothing in the surprise door today because we are getting all the toys ready for the girls and boys. So we'll just say goodbye from right here, all right? Boys and girls, how wonderful it's been to be with you this year. And we'll see you all again next year. Have a merry, merry Christmas and a happy new year. Bye-bye, boys and girls. Bye-bye. Don't forget the real meaning of Christmas, boys and girls. Bye-bye.